there everyone, welcome back to Palworld. Today I want to share some personal tips that could really enhance your gameplay experience. These tips are particularly valuable for newcomers, things I wish I knew when I started out. A lot of these things you may know, you may not know, but I definitely did not know when I started playing Palworld, and these may be quite crucial for your growth and your journey while playing this game. Now, before we get started, if you find any of these tips helpful, make sure to drop a like on this video, as it really helps my videos out in the Palworld community. Also, my videos, it rubs the algorithm right. So I would really appreciate it if you dropped a like on this video. Also, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll be doing a lot of Palworld, just general content and tips. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see more. Now let's get started in the first tip. My first tip is to ensure that you build your base on a flat, open area. In my first playthrough, I made the mistake of building right at Spawn Beach, which turned out to be a terrible idea due to the sloping terrain. So I went over here, Spawn Beach, guys, I'll show you. I'm pretty sure you all knew we all spawned there, but I built my first base. So there's Spawn Beach, right up in there, right back there. There's your first fast travel tower. And all right, so it's right up there. So I built my base. I figured, okay, so I don't want to go too far from this area because I don't know what's going on. So, I looked around and I'm like, oh, voila, look at this. This is perfect right here, right? So you would think right below me is a good idea. As a new player, you would think, okay, I have some water. I have a couple pals around. So I built my base, yeah, right here. And the problem with this is there's a few problems, as any experienced Palworld gamer would know. It looks pretty. It looks like a very pretty location. You have a little bridge, but so as you're building, once you put your pal box down, your circle, the starting circle is pretty big. It's actually quite big. So if say you put your pal box here against the wall, you think it's protected, and half of your ring is literally going up this hill, around this hill. It's back behind there, and then the rest of the ring is going out in the water, and you can't build in the water. And I had that problem. I was quite confused on why things weren't looking right, and it started sloping a bit. And so definitely don't do that. You don't want to do that. It's not a good idea, not ideal to build here. Now, where I went to build, and this is after I played for a little bit, so I went to build over here, right over here. So I came through that walkway and I was like, oh, this might be quite good, this area. Once I came through here, because I was scared to venture out, but once I came to this point, I'm like, oh wow, this is a good round area, pretty good. So this is a good spot. It's pretty close to Spawn Beach. It's literally right under Rain Tower, so you can't miss it. But it's a really good spot to build. I've seen some other creators that built right here as well. So that's tip number one for you guys. That's definitely a good spot to build. Now, another thing, it did take me a few days to find my current location, which is good for now. But as my base expands, I'm definitely going to outgrow this area. As you guys see, there's some walls there, water there. So I'm really restricted, which is nice for the moment. But you guys, drop in the comments. Let me know any good building spots. I haven't did too much traveling yet. I mean, I've floated around a bit, but not too much. I'm taking my time in the game. I enjoy taking my time. Now, my next tip for you guys, is going to be catch as many pals as you can, especially when you're starting off. You can level up significantly by catching the land ball, small pals on Spawn Beach. It's super simple, doesn't damage your pals as much, and the weakest pal ball will even do the trick to catch them. So catch as many pals as you can. See these level 1 chickpeas right here? I'm just gonna catch him with that. I might catch him without even damaging him. No, I guess I need to. I don't want to shoot him, so I'll just whack. Oh no, he's dead. Yeah, well, we'll try to catch as many. I'll call him, man. There we go. Let's see if I can get this little guy. Maybe I'll just whack him with this. Come here. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, he's caught. You really don't want to skip it because it drastically improves your leveling in XP. Aim to catch at least 10 of each pal in the game. I'm still working on it, but definitely aim to catch at least 10. Really help you out. Really help you out. Really help you out. Which moves us to the next tip. This one is to do with feeding your pals real food. While berry plantation seems like a good idea at first, feeding your pals uncooked berries is time consuming and it doesn't fully satisfy their hunger. Take the time to hunt, cook, prepare meals for your pals. You'll notice a difference in their productivity and stamina. So I've noticed that too. And I think I want to chop this down because this is like the one thing I've noticed with the pals, and maybe they'll update in the future, is my pals constantly are working this berry plantation. Like, I can understand, yes, we need berries, but I'm just going to show you guys my inventory really quick. We don't need 363 cooked berries. That means I've cooked all these berries and placed them in there feeding these guys, and they're just constantly farming them. It's like a constant job. And I don't see that very useful. So one thing I did is, since I've gotten quite a bit of things unlocked, of course I have my freeze over here. I just emptied it to show you guys. Oh, well, get out of here. I just emptied it to show you guys, but I normally have food in here, cooked food and medicine. But he's cooking jam. Well, okay, thanks. He's cooking some buns. I'll take these buns because I know this is probably empty over here. Hopefully they didn't eat the one I don't want them to eat yet. All right, they didn't. So, but they put more berries in there. That's what I'm saying. So let me pull this over here just so it doesn't. All right, I'll throw that in there. I'll split this up. Split this up. Take this out. Take this out. Well, constantly putting wheat in there, constantly. So that's one thing that you have to pay attention to. So with the jam filled bun bread, jam spread on it, the sweetness of berries complements it perfectly. Gives you 51 nutrition from that and 6 sanity. The mushroom soup gives you 52 nutrition and 7 sanity. So the pals, when they're eating berries, let's see how much the berries give. I'm just curious now. Maybe I have it here. 21 nutrition. So it gives you double the amount in just making breakfast toast, I guess. Double the amount, right? So if they're constantly eating these just not cooked, like if you just have the food and they're just, you know, putting berries in there, they're feeding themselves, it's okay. You're going to have an abundance of berries and they're not feeding them to their full potential, pretty much. So they'll eat just enough to lose the hunger. And from there, they'll go back to working for about 2 minutes and then they'll go back and get hungry and eat. And it's just a repetitive cycle. So make sure you definitely feed them good food. So this cheeky pea saute, this one's actually a good one too. 92 nutrition, 92. So hunting chickpeas is well worth it. From 15. Plump poultry sauteed in butter, ascended with fresh lemons. Eat to slightly increase work speed for a period of time. This is the stuff you want to feature, guys. This is what you want your pals eating all the time, because that's going to increase work speed, which is going to increase everything else for your squad. Very, very important tip. Roast elk deer. I don't think this one gives any type of buffs, but it definitely gives 70 nutrition. So after I hunt the 10 pals that I need, you know, I'll start like shooting them. Like after I catch them, sorry. Once I catch 10, I'll start shooting them for their meat and everything they drop, because the meat is good for making some good stuff for your pals. Pro tip right there. Another thing about the food is I do keep my, I keep the berries going because it definitely keeps my base fed. But when I have downtime, I come and cook food. Arsox is really good at cooking food. He will cook anything in like seconds. It doesn't take no time at all. Eggs. See how many I have. I only have one egg, but he's gonna fry that up in seconds. Arsox is amazing. He's an amazing pet to have. You definitely want to get an Arsox when you find one. All right, so my next tip is to utilize the traders you encounter while exploring the land. They often carry items you can't find elsewhere. One time I actually needed wheat for like 2 days, and I played for 2 days searching for a pal that dropped wheat. Could not find one. Day night cycle, absolutely hard. And when I turned to the merchant after going roaming, I found this little small settlement. I found a merchant, and guess what he had available? Wheat. He had wheat. So you guys, make sure you use these merchants. I also bought the clothing too. They sell different clothes, which is really good because these give you small buffs on certain things, you know, on damage or defense. So it's really good. Also, another big one. So I had to buy wheat, right? But these are very important too, because your pals get sick. And that may be a whole nother video, but your pals get sick, and building medical supplies by yourself, because a lot of pals don't have this trait to do medical supplies. So building this takes a long time. I'm saying like you're going to be holding F for like 15 minutes. It takes quite a while. So coming here to buy them is really great. And then I have another little pro tip that I may bring up in also about a certain pal that will literally farm you thousands of dollars on autopilot. I've gained about $10,000 from this particular pal, and I only have one at my base, and it's been great. I mean, I've been picking up coins off of guys that I kill and stuff, but nothing like how many coins this pal is farming at base. It's really, really good. Really, really good stuff. Lastly, my last tip of the day, make sure you upgrade your stats wisely. This one's very important. This tip is really, really important. Focus on HP and weight stats, especially in the early stages when fighting and resource gathering are crucial. The more you can carry, the faster you can progress without having to backtrack. It's really, really crucial because see my health and weight. Everything else I might upgrade stamina, but most of the time I'm flying. So I'm not necessarily running all the time. I do have to find out if me upgrading this changes my pal stamina maybe. So that would make it a lot more worth to upgrade into that. But your attack, the weapons that you use have their own attack ability. So you punching something can be very weak because my weapon attack is 1,000. It's 1,000. So why would I upgrade my attack like I'm going to be out here just punching pals to death? Don't upgrade it. At least not right now. Maybe in some updates they'll change things around, but don't waste your stat points. Defense, don't waste it. So once you unlock a shield, you get an extra 100 defense on top of your defense. So I did upgrade a little bit. Not a lot, obviously, but I did upgrade a little bit. Work speed. This one it may be worth. So this one I did upgrade a bit, and it may be worth because in the beginning you are going to be crafting a lot of things. You're going to be crafting a lot. You'll have pals working for you, but you're going to be crafting as well a lot. So having a decent work speed will just speed things up. It kind of makes things simple. Weight, extremely important. Like, I'm going to upgrade this right now. This one is extremely important. Now, as you can see, you're always randomly carrying a lot of things, right? And I believe your starting weight, I believe it was 300 or so, 300 pounds. So I'm already full. And say I need to go get some wood and ore and different items that I need. And that stuff stacks up. So I'm going to show you guys how much stone stacks up. Stone is very heavy. So I'll grab all of that stone. That was only 17 stones or 73 stones. 70, that was 73 stones. It was 219 pounds. That's a lot of weight for stones. It's a lot of weight. And you also need to gather wood. You need to come build your base. And then you got to go do it all over again. So definitely make sure you upgrade your weight. That's going to really, really help you out in the long run. I'm going to throw these stones out so someone can pick them up and take them where they need to go. There we go. So I'm going to throw those down and someone will pick those up and take those where they need to go. So that's a really, really key tip for you guys. Make sure you upgrade your weight. That's, I feel like, the most important. Everything else, and HP, because this boss here, Grisbolt, Zoe and Grisbolt, you need at least, I would think, 1,000 HP to fight those guys. You might be able to fight them earlier than that, but they're quite strong, and you need some pretty strong pals. So don't rush into the boss. It's just going to make things difficult. Definitely just take your time, level up. Oh my gosh, my bird's on fire. He's on fire. Well, guys, that wraps up my tips for beginner players in Palworld. I'll be sharing more videos like this in the future, so don't forget to like the video and subscribe to stay updated. Once again, thanks for watching, and remember, be happy, be healthy, be helpful. I'll see you in the next one.